Hi everyone, welcome to this guide on how to catch up in Tower of Fantasy. So just to show you, here's my account. Back when level 60 was the cap, I was pretty underleveled at 12k CS, and here I am today at 56k CS, which is not that high compared to players that started around the same time that I did, but it is enough for pretty much all the content. So in this video, I'm going to try and give you the tips that I think will help you progress. So the first thing is that if you are a new player or a returning player with a pretty fresh account, I highly suggest you to reroll if you can, because right now, at the time of this video, you have about a little bit over a week to reroll for Lyn, which is probably the perfect character to start with. Now I'm not going to go too in-depth on why Lyn is good, but basically she is a very good buffer for all the elements, and she has a unique element which currently there's no resistance in the game, and also she is a limited character. But don't worry if you don't want to reroll or you watch this video after her banner. But another reason for you to make a new account is that you can choose servers that are more populated. I will give you the link to the Reddit post in the description for you to find populated servers. Now server merge and server transfer is coming, but I don't know when that is. It's good to start on a more populated server from the beginning. So on the top right here, this tab contains all the things that you can do. I'm going to go over what I think is pretty important for gearing up, just to have you prioritize. So basically do your weeklies and dailies in Mia's Kitchen. Now for the ruins, personally I did not do this early, but looking at the rewards, doing this will give you some early gear and as well as some gold, which I did struggle with in the beginning. And also, as at some later levels, you can get purple and gold dust. So I'm going to show you in this shop, you can use those gold dust to buy purple and gold gear. Pretty high CS requirements, but you can probably do it with half. So that's pretty much it in the recommended section. Next is the select, which is where you're going to spend your vitality. So the first thing is joint operation. This is actually pretty important. When you are able to do joint operation 7 or maybe even 6, joint operation is where you're gonna be able to consistently get gold equipment, which is very important for your CS. So the next 3, Trials, Interstellar Exploration, and Onion Beacon, only give you weapon upgrade materials. And most of the time you're just gonna run Dimensional Trials. Now don't do Space-Time Domain. Now next is a challenge. Training, I have not done any training. It only gives weapon EXP and Matrix EXP, which we have plenty of. Now Bygone. Bygone actually gives you quite a lot of materials for upgrades. However, I find it pretty tedious. So before there was a skip feature, I was only at floor 60 to 70 in Bygone. Now I only do it when I can skip. But up to you if you wanna try this. It does give you a good amount of materials for upgrades. Now next is a wormhole. This is where you can get weekly dust. If you want to maximize your wormhole buffs to go as far as you can, there are videos that you can check out if you want to do that. Now next is the raids. Definitely try to do raid. Early on, normal mode is probably what you want to do because it gives a lot of gold dust. Each of these can give you enough gold dust to buy at least 1 gold piece. So you can potentially get 3 pieces in a week. Now the problem is most people are doing heroic mode, so you probably won't be able to get the normal gold dust. But heroic is probably better in the long run. But do note that you do have to do normal mode before heroic, and no one is doing normal mode, so you might have to ask for help on that. it is pretty important. Try to do it every week. Now next is Frontier Clash. This is another source for you to get gear. You can do Frontier Clash normal early on, but try to do Frontier Clash hard as soon as possible, because you get 3 attempts per week and you can potentially get a lot of chests which contains gold gear. Now the problem is though, is that Frontier Clash hard is a bit too difficult for a new account. So what I recommend is to join an active crew. Now I didn't do this myself, but by joining a crew you can ask for help to carry you through Frontier Clash hard, which will help you progress a lot faster. And also you can ask for help with joint operation as well in there. Not to mention, Frontier Clash wants you to run with 3 other crew members for a pretty big damage bonus. Now a quick tip to find an active crew is by going to the rankings, crew, and honor. Honor is basically the crew's activity, so you can see which crew is the most active. And lastly, we have Void Rifts. Void Rift doesn't matter too much in the early game, but they do give you these standard matrix summon, which can build up pretty and will be useful in the long run, and does give you a chance to get SSR matrices. And yeah, these 2 are PvP modes, and that is it. Now another thing is that when you unlock artificial islands, try to max out the buildings as soon as you can. By maxing out the buildings, they can get you materials, and you can use those materials to trade for things like Gear EXP. Now the Gear EXP crystals are probably the most important thing to buy, because you can buy enough to almost 5-star your gear. I will have a link for an enemy route for you to clear weekly, so try to do that. Now as for a few other tips, don't level too many weapons yet. Weapon levels don't matter too much. You can pretty much bring all the weapons to level 40, and also try not to level non-SSR matrices. The main reason is gold. But yeah, also save your blue and purple chest keys. Only use them when you are in Vera, because using these chips in Vera gives you Vera coins or mirror coins, which allows you to play with the Gachapon machines, which contains SSR matrices and a bunch of other goodies. So, but yeah, that's basically all the tips I have. Hopefully these tips helped you out, and thanks for watching. Peace.